The world of esports may be a mystery or something very common to you. On this, the Juhadre podcast in association with Rated R Esports, we're going to talk a lot about it. So without further ado, let's jump right into our episode.
Hi, and welcome to today's episode of Juhadre.
That was a little waiting game we just played right there. We were staring at each other.
We're staring at see who's gonna draw first.
I am Juhadre.
And I'm Alvatross.
And you did win the quick draw there.
I did. I just whipped it out.
I like. Okay, phrasing. Woo! This is the Juhadre podcast, episode number 14. And so if you think about it that way, we have done 2 solid weeks of every single Friday.
Yeah, you know what? Good on there.
That's a high five.
I hope that doesn't hurt somebody's ears. I hope it does.
It'll sound so when
that was a high five.
When I was doing recording for casting, clapping does sound different, but I can't remember what it was, but admin was telling me it sounds different. So if it sounds too much or something, I'll put some little effect on there. Speaking of effects, okay, I went back and listened to the last 2 episodes that came out, and we mentioned it in the episode that we weren't going to do any editing, and so in the middle of the episode when we said a real name instead of a gamer tag, it just goes beep, because I got the censor bleep and figured out how to get it in there.
Did you?
I did.
That's
I got
awesome.
it over
awesome.
both names.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was my
surprising.
bad. That was my bad.
Well, you did one, I did another one. I said my own name when we were talking about the concert.
Oh, because I said your name, and then I said a buddy's
Wait.
name. I did 2, dude.
You did 2?
I did 2.
Oh, well, I hope I got them both.
Oh, no.
Anyway, but so I've been able to mess with the sounds a little bit more, so if we need to, I can mess with that clap.
Yeah, I need to get into it. But anyways, back on track. Thanksgiving is over. Black Friday's over.
Yes.
My 5th year anniversary. We went to a week in San Diego. Oh, that was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I realized that we probably missed a really big opportunity having Proden with us right then and there.
We did. We missed a big one.
We dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, we could have. Well, okay, I didn't know he was going to be there till we were already there.
Right. And so it was a surprise guest.
But we could have prepped a lot better for that.
Probably, but you know what? I hope that everybody at home liked that episode. It was a lot of fun.
It was just a quickie.
Yeah, and that was actually the episode with Zanshato.
Oh, is that what we called that one?
Yeah. The one from San Diego is from San Diego, is how I titled it.
Well, anyways.
So now we're back home. We're back in the swing. We both did regular work instead of vacation stuff.
I don't know, regular work.
No, you're right.
No, it's been pretty dead.
It's been weird.
Anyways, but coming to the end of season 1, Christmas is coming up, New Year's is coming up. We're already making a remodel for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great. We have a lot of big plans, and instead of just sitting here tantalizing you with vague promises.
Well, here's my promise.
Okay.
Social media. I'm actually gonna tweet better. Oh man, because Eureka Fresh, he comes back and he goes, dude, I haven't seen any tweets about your recordings. I'm like, I know, I'm so bad at it. He looks at me and goes, I don't care. You got to do it. So I was sitting there in the break room, and he goes, do it. And I was like, okay. Yeah, so I did.
He's an inspiration for sure.
That guy's great.
I like him a lot.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have him on again. I have another topic that you and I have briefly mentioned that I want to talk about with him, because he is really an expert in that arena.
Yeah, I mean,
so
he's really come a long way.
So more foreshadowing there for future podcasts. And so, actually, you know what? Why don't we take the time now, because next week when we record, we will have redone our intro for season 2.
Yes. Okay, so story time. We went to a recording studio. We are not going to say the name of that recording studio, just out of fairness. We went there. It was a brand new experience. We went late at night because they were still open, and they're like, "Yeah, we can totally get you in." The guy was really nice. I'm going to give that.
I will say that.
Really nice. But he talked up his entire $10,000 computer that can make make anything you want. You play guitar, you play drums, bass, singing, vocals, whatever. He can make it sound like whatever you want. Except what I wanted. I told him exactly what I wanted, and he couldn't do it.
It was like you said, it was a new experience. It was unique, and
which is
it was
what life is all about. Experiences,
right. And it was a lot of fun.
Which is funny because now we're going to go to this next guy who, when we originally talked to him, said, "Well, I'm actually on my way up to Ogden for a concert," which is hilarious. And then, if I recall correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, Juhadre, didn't he say, "But go ahead and go to them because when you come to me, I'm the best," or something like that?
Not in those words. But when I described what we needed, he said, "Yeah, if you come with me, I can make it sound better than anyone else in the valley."
Okay, yeah, that is what he said. But then I remember you showing me a text, and he said, "Yeah, I've got everything. I got the drums, tube amps. I've got everything you need. All you need is to bring your guitars and bass."
Yep.
And then I added to myself, "I'm bringing my amplifier."
Well, and see, that's another really big thing because in episode 1, we talked about how we wrote and performed that song and recorded it. It's called Captain Crunch, and I want to give the story behind why it's called Captain Crunch here, because and kind of talk about that. It's really short,
let's
but
hear
it's
it.
fun. All right, so our other guitarist, it's really funny. We call him just like Moose. We typically call him Moose instead of his real name.
But Moose isn't the guitarist, so don't...
No. Sorry. Okay. Just like we talk about Moose constantly with that tag, our guitarist, we don't use his real name, and so I don't feel bad calling him what we normally call him.
I was only introduced to him as that name.
Exactly. Okay. It's Jamie.
Yep, Jamie.
Our buddy Jamie is... he's a magnificent musician.
Yeah, I mean, you look at him, he's a construction worker, and you look at him, he's just this greasy, dirty-looking guy, but, I mean, you put him in front of a piano, and you're like...
He's an amazing pianist.
Like, did that just come from you? And oh my gosh, it was mind-blowing.
Since high school, he's been a magnificent pianist. And
good guitarist.
So he was always a mediocre guitarist. He knows how to make the sound he wants come out
in one
of
area of the fretboard.
and right,
which
that's
is
the
funny.
thing.
But he is good at guitar.
He is.
Yeah.
He is a very talented guy. And when we were trying to start a band, when I got home from my mission, got married, and we were moving and stuff, he was like, "Hey, are we doing the band or not?" I'm like, probably. And so he came over, and he's like, "Here, I wrote this." And he played the song, and it's the intro to Juhadre.
Oh, so that's that old?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that was that old.
Oh, yeah. It's old. Like, when I first moved into my house in Taylorsville. So we're talking 2014.
And that's when me and you finally were like, hey, look, let's actually do something with this.
Right.
Because my background, so you kind of started in high school. That's when I started. I was in high school. I had a bunch of friends. We played together. We were in music class together. I actually lived with my guitarist and his brother, who was our drummer at the time. And we played. But then he moved out, so his gamer name, like the guitarist, his name was Faced.
Okay.
His brother, I don't know what he didn't play video games, but anyways, he played drums, and we played in his basement. We played at school and everything. But then one day, our drummer, we just came home one day, and we're like, dude, where's your drumsticks? Oh, I sold it. Why? Why would you just?
Unlucky.
I just wasn't into it anymore. Like, we were just playing the day before, then he was into it. He was having fun, which is funny because he plays better when he's high.
Oh, there you go.
It's pretty funny. But anyways, he just up and sold his drum set. And we were like, why? So we kind of stopped playing for a while. Faced and I, we still jammed out. But then to this day, when he got married, he sold all of his guitars to help pay bills. Sad, but man, he was so good at guitar.
Yeah.
And with me, there's only certain people I can actually play with because of their style. Faced was really good, and now Jamie, it's weird because we won't even talk about it. We'll just start harmonizing with each other, and it's beautiful.
It's one of his skills for sure. He'll play with anybody.
People probably don't know this, but when musicians come together, not all musicians can play together because you have to have that connection. And Jamie and I have that connection. It's really awesome. So it's nice to see that you have that connection with him too.
Yeah. So he played this little bit, and I wrote a drum part for it, and we started playing it. It has evolved a lot since then, but
we also tore it apart.
Yeah, but
with his permission.
That main riff at the beginning is that song.
Captain
It's
Crunch.
the whole thing, and the reason it's called Captain Crunch. When I said what should we call this, because we only had that one song.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, the setting on this amp is titled Captain Crunch. Let's call it that. And that's it. It was just the sounds he used was custom saved in that amp as Captain Crunch.
That's actually funny. That's I
That's how
do
we
remember
named
him
it.
saying that. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna go re-record the intro so it actually sounds like what we want it to sound like.
So
I'm
then
taking
I
my
want your
amplifiers down.
opinion. It'll be too late by the time we put this episode out to see what other people think, but your opinion, do you like the acoustic sound at the very beginning with the plucking the do before the drums and bass come in, or do you want that to be...
See, acoustic is different from electric. It's a completely different sound.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is with my amplifier having my settings versus the settings that particular sound file that we got from the studio was, it's going to actually alter the sound that you're thinking of.
And that's what I mean.
So it is going to be different. So I can't say yes until I hear it coming from my amplifier.
Oh, okay.
For the setting that I want, because it's like I said, it's gonna like as you turn, because you can turn the drive up, so it goes from the clean sound to with the drive on, so it would sound different going into it than that one. So I can't really say I like that one because I just hate that recording. Period.
That's unfortunate. I'm not the biggest fan either, but we enjoyed the experience, and no matter how much we talk about it in a quote-unquote negative sense, it was a wonderful experience.
That's the biggest thing. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is even a bad experience, in my opinion, is still a good experience because I'm living my life.
Right. And so, we talked about how the guitars wouldn't sound how you wanted. That we had to Frankenstein 2 electric drum sets together to make that recording too.
That was a disaster.
So I brought my pedal. I have a double pedal, and the songs we recorded there don't need per se, but sound a lot better with double pedal.
Well, it's also what you're used to.
Yeah. And so, instead of just on the fly trying to think to do twice as many beats with my one foot, what we had to do, they wouldn't let me hook my pedal up to the set, so we actually had to bring 2 sets together and kind of mix them so that I was hitting 2 different pedals.
Yeah, I
2
remember
different
that.
drums that were tuned completely different.
Yeah,
so if you listen real hard to that recording, instead of being the same bass drum, it has 2 different pitches on there.
Yeah, I know. I recognize that. But it was dumb. Why would you if you're a recording studio, you want to keep your sets complete and in a specific way. But apparently he has some band that comes over and jams out.
Yeah, it's their practice space.
And it's their practice space. But still, if I wanted a recording show, I'd say, awesome, you want to practice, go for it, but you need to put it back.
I agree. We talked extensively about that on the drive home.
Oh, dude, I was getting so mad. I remember that conversation on the way home. You're like, dude, you swear a lot when you're tired.
It was late.
It was late. I was tired. The recording studio was hot because they turned off the AC.
That was weird.
Knowing we were coming.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I was also just super bummed when he was like, who else wants me to send the file to them so you can have it? I was like, I don't want it. I remember him looking at me saying, do you want it? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Nope.
Well, now here we are talking that guy down, but we're talking up this other guy, so I really hope it's going to sound good.
Well, I hope so. Oh, I'm taking my amp. We're already going to be 90% better.
Awesome. I like that.
But
I like that
anyways,
a lot.
okay, so back to it. So I actually posted a tweet saying how we got Proden on after your refresher was like,
Yeah.
Hey, you start tweeting again. Because he's right. If you want to continue the publicity, you got to continue the publicity. You can't be lazy like me.
For sure.
I'm just not a social media guy.
It's a weird thing to come into because a lot of people from our age group just had that. Like I remember when Twitter came out. I remember when texting came out.
Yeah, I remember when Facebook got big.
Yeah, I remember that too because it was really confusing. I knew like 6 people. On Facebook, and there were like 600 total or something like that.
There was not very many
small.
people back when you could even you could text your update to Facebook. When they don't do that anymore. So you have a smartphone. Just download the app, you bastard.
Yeah. And so now I tried very hard to avoid getting sucked into the phone.
Same.
And so now that we need to be using it and using the apps and posting and all that stuff, it's just hard for our brains to be like, oh, by the way, you need to take the time and
I know.
interrupt your schedule.
So confession.
Let's hear it.
I refuse to have Facebook on my phone.
Okay.
I have Twitter. TikTok just sucks me in, man. I always tell myself I'm gonna get rid of TikTok, and then I'm like, oh, that's a cool video. That's a cool video. She's got a nice butt. That's a cool video. That's a cool video. You're too damn young to be doing that. Why the hell are you on here? Keep going. Go. Oh, it's a cute little kitty.
And suddenly it's bedtime.
Yeah, seriously. It's like,
that's pretty funny.
oh man, it's bad. But I'm just serious. Facebook is the one thing I'm like, I don't want that on my phone because Facebook has become just drama. It really has.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you...
How did? What? Okay.
It's because I said sorry. It thought I said Siri.
Oh my gosh! Is it really?
Yeah,
That's...
it thought I said it's her name. If anybody just heard what happened, I just stopped because I said the word sorry. And my phone thought I said Siri. Okay, good. It didn't pick that up.
That's why I like the Microsoft version because you have to say "Hey Cortana." You can't just say Cortana.
Hold on, wait. Siri.
Aha! Ha! And OK Google is how that one works. You can't just say Google.
Oh, that's right.
OK Google.
You know, anytime I hear somebody say "Okay Google," I remember the Alexa thing going, "Hey Alexa, say hi to Google." Go f yourself. From Google. Alexa, well, that's not very nice. Go f yourself.
That's the world and technology are
Let's be honest.
fantastic.
It's a setting on there you set for it to do that
for sure,
because they
for sure.
are. They are censored at first. It's actually pretty funny.
And so you were talking about tweeting and such.
Okay, yeah. So tweeting has become this whole new thing because I got on there and I was like, I don't understand this crap because I don't care to understand social media. I'm just like, in my opinion, it's always been just a place for people to just be dramatic. Because that's what Facebook was. I was used to that. You know, yeah, I got Snapchat. I've got a Twitter. I have an Instagram. I do not use it. I got it once because it got me a 10% discount somewhere.
I've done stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all I got. So I have an Instagram. I don't use it. But apparently 3 people follow me. I'm like, well, why do you follow me if I post 0?
Okay, here's the question. Of those 3 followers, how many of them do you personally know?
My wife.
Just 1 out of the 3?
That I remember. I haven't looked at it in like a year.
Okay. So what we might need to do is actually use that, but switch the name so that it's a Juhadre
We could
Instagram.
do that because I really don't use it.
Right.
The thing is, but we should still do a Juhadre Twitter as well.
We're going to. We're going to do that.
But anyways, this is my first Twitter, and it's awesome. So it's simple. It's not as dramatic as. Oh, that's a lie. You can't be pretty dramatic.
It depends on who you follow.
Yeah, it really is. I've already unfollowed people. And I'm like, look, I'm not playing the woe is me game on this thing. But I mean, that's why I don't have Facebook. I actually still have a MySpace out there somewhere too.
Really? Can you even still log into that? Is that server alive?
I have no idea. I heard it got turned into something else, but I just haven't cared to check. So, but last time I remember, I mean, it was like your own little MySpace. My MySpace is Avenged Sevenfold themed. As soon as you get on there, I think it's Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold. You get a little bit of a jingle on there like that because you get there to get the music. Yeah. I don't remember anything else other than that. Embarrassing emo phase I had.
We all have one.
Except Avenged Sevenfold wasn't an emo band.
Not technically.
No, but I did have an emo phase, but I wasn't into the whole wear black makeup, black hair, and all that.
That could be argued as goth. Even like that's the subtleties and the nuances of all of the styles through the early 2000s. Yeah, it's insane. Because
I agree, it's
like think back to all those things.
Thinking back, it reminds me what everybody's been doing lately. Everybody's been posting their emo phase pic to their current what they currently look like.
Well, because it's a 10 years thing, right?
It spawned from that, I think, or vice versa. I was looking at all my 10-year pics, and I'm just like, I am not posting this shit. The only good one I have is a half-naked one I used, where it makes my guitar neck look really long. Okay. And you can see my rib cage because I couldn't gain weight in high school.
I'm gonna tell you something else.
You used to have long hair.
Well, that is true, yes. I had the mop top all through high school. It looked so good, but that wasn't what I was going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what it means to be a 19 or 20-year-old guy. Because I was on my mission.
Well, you also went straight from your mission back to not even being like a single guy.
Right,
because
within
your
9
wife,
months I got married.
Your wife, okay, which name are we going to use for her?
Landell.
I'm thinking a soaring crane that's got two. Okay,
no,
Landell, man, she jumped on that.
And that's a story for another day, but, you know, if we're talking
But anyways,
about
you didn't get to live a single life, is what we were saying.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is if I were to post 10-year pictures, it would be me on a mission without my beard, short hair in the middle of Southern California.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because you went on your mission right after high school. Which is
19.
I graduated 10 years ago? Oh my gosh.
How do you think I feel?
Fat and old?
Yes.
You're not fat.
I feel like I am, but again, you know,
I get you.
11 years. 11 years since the high school. But 10-year photo, it would... I actually, now that I say it out loud, it would be... It's kind of tempting to post something like that because I have friends who have never seen me without a beard.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
even in pictures.
I'm just gonna be honest. It's weird.
It is
It's weird. You look at him and you're like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Like what? Where?
It's been so long that even my wife, I was talking... Did we say it on here?
Lindell.
No, not the
Landell.
name. Landell. I can't remember if we said it on this or not. I used to shave for No Shave November, like full on shave.
In 1 year she was like, nope.
She said she doesn't recognize me and doesn't like it, so I haven't done it since.
Yeah, my wife told me not to again too.
Yeah?
So she's like, no, I think you look better with the facial hair. It makes you look older. Otherwise, you look like some freaking 17-year-old.
Hey, 17 is better than 13 from a couple of years ago.
I don't know, man. 13 and 17-year-olds still need to be punched in the face.
For sure. But get this. All right, right before I moved out of Pleasant Grove, I have a cardboard cutout of Captain Jack Sparrow. And as we were moving out of that apartment, you and your wife came over and were talking with us, hanging out, helping move, I can't remember. And I have a picture of you without any facial hair, with long hair
I got plenty
in
of
a
those, yeah.
beanie hat, kind of straddling this Jack Sparrow.
I don't have that picture. I need that picture now.
I have that picture.
Okay, well, post that one.
I'm going to tweet that one out.
Tweet that one so I can download that one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you know what?
It's a good looking picture.
I'm going to post up a 10-year picture, okay?
I don't know if that was 10 years ago.
No, that one wasn't, but my 10-year picture, I'll post one up if you do. But I want that one too. I still have the one where we were snuggled up under the blanket.
I have that. I do have that.
And I don't think I had a beard in that one either.
You didn't.
No. There was a time when I needed to be clean shaven.
Yeah.
And it was I don't remember the reasoning behind it, but then I just decided to say screw it and grow it.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to work in a position where who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only thing they ask is that, I don't wear super tight pants.
Yeah. That's a good thing. So then I think that now is a good time to wrap it up here. And we're still kind of coming back from vacations, kind of settling down because the week of Black Friday, there was a lot of stuff going on because it was the first time that I could actually breathe, and I had that dinner I needed to prepare, and you were busy getting stuff put together, and then immediately after that we went on our trip, and then this is the first week that we've been able to really settle down. And so come next week, we'll have an actual topic and full discussion and everything.
Well,
ready
let's
to go.
leave on one last good story then.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
So I had never been to Vegas.
Well, what did we miss?
This was the first time I ever went to Fremont Street.
Okay.
Okay, so parked at Fremont Street, walked inside, walked past two girls. They were pretty cute. Definitely hookers. It was pretty funny because from the waist up, I don't know, maybe we have told this story.
We talked about it with Proden.
Did we talk about that one?
Yes, we did.
Dang it, it's my favorite story! Oh, man.
Where Moose gets whipped.
Yeah, he got whipped by a hooker. I keep giving him crap for it. I'm like, did you pay him yet? Man, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
But-
we told that last
Dang
week.
it!
We
That's
told
my
that
favorite
last week.
story. Okay, but anyway, starting next week, we're going to get back to normal. This week was a kind of catch-up week for me at work. It was really a catch-up week.
Even though it was dead.
It was dead, but there's other stuff that we can do when it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always the little stuff that we are like, oh, good, it's dead, we can catch up on this. Yeah. And my son decided to play round 2 for being sick.
Unfortunate. Let's just hope that he doesn't sneeze in your mouth again.
Oh, nope. He's been facing the opposite direction when he sits in my lap this time. But anyways, yes, okay. So this has been a good episode of Juhadre. Next week, we'll be back to normal. Topic, research, all done.
Don't forget to follow us on social media that we've been talking about the whole time, at Juhadre.
At Alvatross17.
Don't forget also Rated R Esports, at rated_R_esports, at Rated R LOL.
I hate saying that.
It's
It's a mouthful.
It really is. Rated R Esports on YouTube, ratedesports.com, and look forward to the next episode of Juhadre coming out next week.